Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast like thing featuring me. Today, I'm going to speak about a few things. Well, one particular thing that makes me raise a few questions. As always, this is a podcast like thing. So, if just ignore the gameplay in the background, this isn't meant to be heard, not seen. But today I'm going to talk to you about the potential issues with Azurite gear. And issues I can see happening that will most likely affect the current game permanently. The first issue I see is it can become more of a grind than the Azurite gear, sorry, the legendary gear in Legion. Why do you, what makes me think that? It's the main problem is that with Blizzard saying that they want you to get more than one set, that could mean a lot of things. Do they want you to have a set for raiding? Do they want you to have a set for AoE? That could potentially mean that you're using more than one set per pull. That's not per pull, but per raid. Don't know how many people want to constantly change the gear during a raid. I don't want to grind that much, and that's could be another issue. Will raid balance be put around certain perks for classes? Will the classes themselves be balanced around some traits so you're locked into some pieces? I'm I'm not sure, and there's not enough information to say that with any certainty. I just hope that doesn't happen. Um, the needing more than one set could be an issue, an extreme issue, especially with people that use more than one specialization. That not even the same, doesn't even have to be, oh, one DPS, one healer. It could be two DPS. So let's say one spec pulls ahead in AoE and the other one pulls ahead in single target. You're potentially looking at 4 or 5 different Azurite sets just to play your class efficiently. Not to mention, if you're a healer and a tank, I could see this being a problem many ways that I hope never becomes an issue, but I know it will. I fear that the Azurite system will become a lot more grindy than they anticipate, causing a lot of backlash from the community. There's already worries on how good the traits are going to be. I can see that the beginning traits are most likely designed for leveling gear, so it's not bad. But will they become too powerful is another question. The traits we have seen so far are weak, but will the current or newest traits become too powerful to the point where you're not really looking for multiple sets, you're looking for the raid set which contains the most powerful bonuses and just outclasses everything else, even though, let's say, the dungeon set or mythic flex set has AoE and the raid set has single target. I can see that being a problem. I'm not sure how they would fix that other than balance, but Blizzard's shown throughout history that the idea of balance is a laughable joke. Um, and with Mythic Plus and Mythic Plus Heroic, uh, you can spam around normals just constantly. Will I know these pieces can't Titan Forge, and neither can weapons, and this is going to go on the weapons. But Mythic Plus has a higher base item level than any other dungeon. Will Azurite gear be hyper inflated before the raid comes out because of Mythic Plus? That is very possible. Um, Hoping that you get the right key for right Mythic Plus to get the perfect Azurite gear. I can see that this is a huge potential becoming a grindy mess. I mean a huge grind mess. A huge grind mess. So there will be a huge issue, and there's more than one issue than just, well, the grind factor. Battle for Azeroth in general. I have a few concerns which will most likely come in another video. I, but to sum up a few of my concerns about Battle for Azeroth is one, yes, it almost identically mirrors how long we had Warlords of Draenor into Legion. However, even with that 25 extra weeks of Warlords of Draenor, Legion's launch wasn't perfect. In fact, it was far from it. I remember on Legion's launch, you could not get into Stormheim. It was bugged. Could this be a potential issue with Battle for Azeroth? Who knows? Um, the RNG based system on Mythic Plus will be an issue with Azurite gear. And the forced personal loot will also rear its ugly head with Azurite gear. I think with something that's so powerful that comes out of raids, that master loot should be available to everybody, even pugs. And yes, I know this will lead to a raid leader just ninja everything from boss. But this could work if the community and Blizzard actually enforces their rules against this type of thing. But as an overall statement, I have a few reservations about the Azurite system, and until more information comes out, especially about the Mythic Plus and Mythic systems, the Mythic will become less important as time goes on. But Mythic Plus, that will be a dynamic that will go throughout the entire game. So I would really like to hear your concerns, maybe your issues with the Azurite system in the comments. This is my first time actually asking for people to comment in my videos. Tell me if you like the Azurite system as an idea, maybe that if I'm right, if I'm wrong about my concerns, how it might become Legendaries 2.0, except instead of having a limited amount you equip, you just constantly grind and hope that you get the piece of gear you want. But this is Mr. Ryu of Blades. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace.